guys, Uncommon Sprite here, and we are back for some more Case of the Golden Idol. Now, we are starting chapter 4 today, and this is puzzle number 10, so we are kind of flying through these. It feels amazing. It looks like we've got a lecture hall today? That's different. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and hop on into it and see what else is brewing with this idol. All right, what are we looking at here? Well, we noticed him. Who are you? Let's just start there. Well, you look lovely, mister. The man is not breathing, no apparent wounds. He looks partially mummified. Like he was a chain smoker. Prince of Dusk, like night I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love, do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Okay, that's not cryptic at all. What have you got to say about it? That's David Gorin, right? We've seen him a few times. I like your Spartan helmet. Poor bugger. I've never seen so much merit removed at the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. Albion Frank Banknote. Okay. Oh, it is David Gorin. They're just going to give us names. Okay. Enforcer of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Had a secret compartment in his office locker. Denied the existence of the secret compartment. And loyal service to a low-ranking position in the Order Party plus 10 merit. So he's got a total merit of 8. He's only worth 8, guys. That's all he's got. I don't know what's good or bad or whatnot. But, all right, remember the second virtue. Piggy? Your teeth weird me out, though. Okay. Second virtue. Something about work. Remember the third virtue. All I can think of is, and pardon my French, don't make an ass of yourself. That is all I'm seeing. Your eyes are freaky, though. I don't like that picture. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, what have you got to say? It is a thing of beauty to see order prevail. If it was not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. First virtue won't let you feel happy? Nicholas, I'll wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now, so tell me why I saw you spending more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money, and you said you had none to spare. More than 3 shillings on clothes? How dare you? I suggest you lend me some now unless you want me to write up an official report about a 4th virtue breach. Your beloved brother. 4th virtue. Okay. Mr. Nicholas Maker, record keeper of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Labeled a protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was Wednesday. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. Loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party plus 10 merit. So he's only worth 4. Okay, maybe the 8's pretty darn good there. So all these people are just watching. Is this like a trial? This feels very trialish. Yeah, tribunal. Okay. Weekly Order Party of People's Tribunal number 42. March 14th, 1795, 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. At 12 o'clock, the tribunal is open. 12:15, each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes calculated. First culprit's merit extraction starts, the second one's extraction start, and the third one's extraction starts. Okay. Merit extraction. That sounds ominous. I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. Okay. This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? What were you into, my guy? Such a relief that they decide not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. Were you guilty of this one? The third virtue? You're holding the tissue the same way. Okay. What else we got? Oh, hi there. Oh, there's some more familiar faces. That is music to my ears, Alistair. But do control your emotions. We, as arbiters of the order, must never violate the first virtue. Once again, they're talking about not having emotions. A bunch of Albion Frank banknotes. Dr. James Turner. History, yeah, he's the arbiter. Drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic, which is impressive. kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study, loyal service in a high-ranking position, plus 20. Well, he's worth 12. Okay. What we got here? Dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant, Daniel, has demonstrated extreme untidiness and thus breached one of the virtues. Someone's a little snitch, ain't he? All right, bud. What have you got to say? What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the fourth virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. Uh-huh. He's got a bunch of money. All right, this is Alistair Coke, Arbiter. Slapped a sergeant in anger. Listened to marching music in his manner, but loyalty got him 20 merit, and he's worth 11. So one of these is worth more than the other, because he's got 11, and Mr. Doctor Man had 12. Okay. Dear Arbiter Coke, I'm writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the first virtue. Okay, first virtue includes lust, I suppose. Okay, well, here's everyone's file. We got a few familiar names here and here. Okay, so first is Fangor Quinn. Oh, hi there. Mr. Fangor Quinn claimed he had no wife. Has a painting depicting a naked person in his house. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger. Was observed spending a night with a neighbor's wife. Okay. Mr. Walter Keane. Mr. Hatman. Birth year 1758. Flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention. Wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. How dare you. Claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. And he was expelled from the Party of Order. I'm guessing this one got him kicked out and probably not the hats, right? But he's the hat guy. How can you even be mad at him? All right, Lothar Richards. Oh, we're starting to pick up files. 1735. Held a dinner party for a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. Dang! Stuff from years ago coming back? Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive distant daughter, Mary, and her husband, Peter. Is that going back to the Cloudsleys? Huh. Oh, I missed his first name. My bad. All right, Josh Bailey. Oh, he had gin. Left work at the tannery early, drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat, drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak, approached a married woman with an indecent offer, and denied 4 times during the questioning that he had done these acts. If it's all in the same incident, is it still 4 counts or is it a single one? Horace Webb. Count Horace Webb. Has not held a job since the new regime. Evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. Claims he works in his castle helping his servants clean it. Possesses 15 books kept in his private library. So no books at all? He expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party, evaluated at 200 merit. Ooh, wow. I think he's gonna be okay. And then Gideon. Duke Gideon Bell, 1775. He wears an outrageous hairstyle. Well, that's just rude. Why is your picture like that, though? Broke down in tears 10 times during questioning. At that point, if it's more than like 2 times, is it just crying the whole time? Has refused to start working, evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Are you related to the king? Is that what that means? Of his cousin, the Sovereign. Can you imagine, though? Because, I mean, he was pretty... Gideon Bell was the young guy who was in the last episode who was playing croquet in the garden, right? Can you imagine? Because the order it's reading in is he wears an outrageous hairstyle and then cried 10 times during questioning. It sounds like he was questioned over his hairstyle, and they're like, do you know how ridiculous it is? And they're just bullying him, and now they're saying he cried 10 times for it? I don't know. That's weird. Oh, hello. Oh, we know you. Silence. You will perform your functions as much as it's required. It is paramount to ensure order in our new society. And then we have the idol. Okay. Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. Okay. 4 maxims of virtues written on the wall. Remember the second virtue. The second virtue. Store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. Okay. We've got brandy and opium. Sure. An invoice, Black Book Farm, blah, 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 blah. 3 pounds of butter, 25 pence. Delivery, 6 pence. Total cost, 29 pence. Your math isn't mathing. Okay. We have a violin. We have... Hi, buddy. A gnome on a chamber pot, apparently having a rough go of it. And that's Mr. Gideon Bell. Yeah. Painted by Jasmine Nightwings in 1794. It's only the year before, right? Because we're in 1795. In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I'd prefer storing no more than this. From the London Gazette in 1795. Why am I reading that backwards? Since the year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament and liberated our government from the multi-party chaos, the Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. High Arbiter Lazarus Hurst has announced that in 2 months, the party and its supporter will participate in a peaceful march to the king's current residence to demonstrate their virtue of moderation. Okay. I am honored to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. You are overthinking it. There are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring, though. Too bad literature is forbidden. You're not allowed to read anything. Okay. Okay, so let's start seeing what we got going here. First off, we do have all the clues. Okay. What's this one? Woo, boy. Okay. So, empty slots there. Punishments for each merit. Okay, we're gonna be doing math here. Got it. Okay, so I feel like this is the one we have to figure out before we can do how much what's worth and whatever. Okay, first virtue is... Okay, wait. First virtue is blank, excessive blank, blank, and blank will be punished. Second virtue is blank, at work, blank, blank, and blank will be punished. Third virtue, vulgar, blank, blank, blank will be punished. Fourth virtue, blank, blank, all blank, blank, and blank will be punished. Okay. Okay. Store confiscated objects with evidence according to the virtue breached. So each of these boxes means something different. So this is a book titled Stories, Autumn Tales. Okay. I just missed a whole box there. All right. So all books go in this one. So literature, sure. At work. What's going to be punished at work? I'm going to bounce around a little, forgive me. Mistakes, because they had the demerit listed for the one guy on saying something happened on a Thursday when it was a Wednesday. What else? Untidiness? The picture talking about the second one had the pig, and then Dr. Turner had someone telling on one of the workers for the untidiness. What else can be done? Sloth would be at work, right? All right, so what would that make this? Diligence? That sounds good. What else have we got? You're saying indulgence is a crime. What else have we got? Control your emotions. And first virtue. Okay. Excessive emotions? Okay. Sure. Breaking the fourth virtue with secrets. Okay. So, secrets? Let me try literature, secrets, and lies. Lies sounds like secrets goes together, which means this wouldn't be truth, right? Okay. Vulgar, that's gonna be art things, right? Because there was the music and the paintings in the third box up there. What else, though? Fashion? If we think about the donkey picture, right? So would that make this? Would that make this? Mistakes, Frank's beauty, diligence, merit, bones, souls, lies, lust, art, fashion, music, emotions, and tidiness, secret years, idle, truth, moderation, indulgence, literature, sloth. This one sounds like moderation, though. First virtue, you'd have to moderate your... Oop, I clicked out. Moderate your emotions, right? That makes sense. What else do you moderate? You'd moderate lust? What else have we got? Is this one indulgence? Okay. Ow. No. Because everything in moderation, that would be indulgence, wouldn't it? Oh, we're onto something. What's this one, then? It's got the sun. Is it just beauty? Oh, okay. So, first virtue is moderation with emotions, lust, and indulgence. Second is diligence with mistakes, untidiness, and sloth. Third one is beauty with art, music, and fashion. And fourth is truth with literature, secrets, and lies being punished. Okay. Okay. Now, we don't know how much they're worth yet, though. That's the thing. So, let's start at the bottom here. Pencil and paper, right? All right. Because these are the ones that have the math on them actually done. So we have Mr. Nicholas Maker, who has... Okay. Maker... Oh, my handwriting's trash. So he has minus blank for an issue at work. So that's, virtue 2? Right? Right? Yeah. Okay, let me write that down. Virtue 1 is moderation. Virtue 2 is diligence. Virtue 3 is beauty, which is the art and such. Virtue 4 is truth. Okay. Okay. So that was a work one. This is a work one. That's the sloth. And then he's got plus 10 for loyal service, which gives him a total of 4. So by that logic, we start with 10, we end up at 4, that's a minus 6. These are both the same category, so that means they gotta be 3 each, right? Alright, so that would mean virtue 2 is worth 3. That feels right. That feels right. Alright, what did you do again? Alright, Mr. Gorin. Secret compartment in his locker. That's keeping secrets, that's number 4. Denied it, that's lying, which is also number 4. And then for loyal service, it's plus 10. Now he's worth 8. So that's the difference of 2 divided by 2 means they both have to be worth 1. So that means lying is also, telling the truth is only worth 1 merit. They're like, no, people are gonna lie. Okay. So what about you? Drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic. What's your name again? Turner? Okay. So minus blank, and then plus 20. Cool. That's the moderation one, which is virtue 1, and kept a book, which is number 4. So we know that number 4 is worth 1 point, and he's at 12. So 20 minus 12 is a difference of 8, minus 1 for the book, so that leaves us with 7. So that means virtue 1 is worth 7 for the moderation. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now what did you do? You slapped a sergeant in anger. Oh, let me write him down again. You are Coke, and you have minus, and then plus 20, and you're worth 11, right? So you slapped someone, that's moderation because it's the emotions, right? So that's a minus 7. And then you listen to marching music in your manor. The only one that mentions music is the beauty tab, right? Yeah. So that means it has to be worth... Okay, 20 minus 11 is 9. And then the emotion is worth 7. So that is a difference of 2? Yeah. Okay, so I think we got this. So virtue 1 was worth 7. Virtue 2 was worth 3. That one was worth 2. And then lying only gets you 1 taken away. Okay. All right, we're doing good here. All right. Let's go back to the files here. What have we got? Fanger Quinn received plus or minus, and Walter Keene. Fanger Quinn, Walter Keene. Okay. Let's see. Now for Fangor. He claimed he had no wife, which is lying, so there's minus 1. Lewd painting. Painting is under beauty. It is worth 2. Broke a teapot in anger. That's emotion, so minus 7. And was spent observing a night with the neighbor's wife. Which is back to lust. Okay. So that's minus 7 again. So that is negative 1. Okay, minus 1, minus 2, minus 7, which equals minus 17. Let's try that. So minus 17. All right, Mr. Walter Keene, what did you do? All right, flirted 3 times with married women during the party. That would fall under lust, I believe, right? So that's minus 7. And does it count 3 individual times, or is it together? I'll count them separate, I guess. Wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. That's the fashion faux pas, and it's worth 2. Okay. Claimed he had not betrayed him. Which is, I guess, a lie. The way they're saying that is claimed, so which is a minus 1. So that's either, if we're counting all of those in one grouping, it's going to be minus 7, minus 2, minus 1, which is minus 10. But if we're multiplying it with each count counting against him, so that's 3 times the 7, which is 21, and 5 times the 2, which is 10, right? Oh, I'm sorry, wait. Yeah. 21, 2 times 5, that's 31, and then minus 1 more, that's 32? 32. Okay, so it's going to be one or the other. Let's try the one where it's not single counts. And then that's minus 10? No. Alright, so let's do it as if it's separate, which puts us at 32. Okay, so each count is separate. Got it. Okay. Then we have Lothar. Getting a little more space here. Lothar. What'd you do, buddy? Held a dinner party for a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to guests. That's a -7 for the indulgence, right? Yes. Okay. Got angry during questioning, so that's a -7 as well. And then revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive, which is +15. Okay, so -7, that's -14, +15. That brings him back to the positive, so he's at +1 right now. Okay. +0, 1. And then Josh Bailey. I'm glad it's just running in order and not making me bounce around. That's very nice of it. All right. Mr. Bailey, you left work early. Everything work-related falls under virtue 2, so that's -3. Drinking excessively is indulgence. You did that twice, so -7, -7. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer. That's less. That's -7 again. And denied 4 times during questioning he had done these acts. So those have to each be counted separately. They're 1 point apiece, so that's -4. Okay, so we have -3, -7, which equals -10. -7 more is -17. -7 more is -24. -4 is -28. Okay. Let's see how good I'm actually at math today. Cool. Okay, we're flying through it. We're good. All right, Mr. Horace Webb has not held down a job since the new regime, evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. Okay, Mr. Webb, you might be in trouble. All right, non-work is at 3. So 3 times 60 is 180. So -180. Ooh, buddy. Claims he works in his castle. That's -1 for lying. 15 books in the library. I'm assuming they're going to count each book separately. Anytime they put a number, they're doing it as a multiplier, but it's only by 1 anyway. So it's -15. Okay. But then expressed willingness to donate his castle, which got him +200. All right, so we have -180, -15, and -1, which is -196, right? 196, and then +200, which actually puts him in the positive by 4. Okay, and then Mr. Bell. How dare you wear your hair weird? All right, so hair is only counting as 1, even though he gets up and chooses to do it every day, but that style, that's under virtue 3, which gets us 2. Broke down in tears 10 times during questioning. Once again, at some point it's just 1 time, but we'll do the math either way. If it's 10 times, that's going to be 70. If it's 1, it's going to be 7. Okay. Refused to start working, evaluated as 5 instances. They're clear that one's a multiplier. Not working is times 3, so that's -15. And rejected the request they share information of a secret, which is number 4, which is just -1. Okay, so mathing again, that's going to be -2 and -7 or 70. -15 and -1. So -2, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's either -25 or a lot more than that. Or -88. All right. You are either -25. No. Jeez, they're really throwing the book at you for crying, my guy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So this one isn't that bad. We are kind of flying through this main bit. Blank blank have passed since the Order Party has seized power. During a tribunal, blank blank is judged to have the largest blank deduction in all of tribunal history. To execute his punishment, blank was used on him and he lost blank blank and died. Okay, let's start with the first bit. How many years have passed since the Order Party has seized power? First info we need is what's today, and you're doing the record keeping. So it is March 14th, 1795. Okay. And then I think he had a newspaper clipping, right? From the day before. Since the year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament and liberated our government from multi-party chaos, the Order Party has started... Okay. So it was formed in 1792, so that is 3 years? They like math in this one. Holy cow. Okay. During a tribunal, blank is judged to have the largest blank deduction in all of tribunal history. To execute his punishment, blank was used on him. He lost blank, 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 and died. The only thing that's ever used on anyone is the idol. This is the story of the idol, so that makes sense. Let's see. And then you just have a creepy poem. I think you had something to say about it. Poor bugger, I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. So it was just a merit deduction? Okay. So who was judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history? So, just looking at our math, technically Horace was supposed to, but he brought it back with donating his castle. And he ended up in the positive again. The one who's coming up with the biggest deficit is going to be Mr. Bell. Because they do all the math first, and then they see where they land. So is it Gideon Bell? The largest deduction in all time. He lost, we cited, 88 merit? Okay, what are we missing? 3 years have passed since the Order Party has seized power. I'm confident I can count from 1792 to 1795. I feel good about that. Gideon Bell is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, the idol was used on him and he lost 88 merit and died. Wait a second, though. That's a mummy. That isn't... That's not how he looked before, right? No, I want his picture. Show me his picture. He didn't look like that before. 1775? He was born in 1775. It is 1795. He shouldn't look like that, though. Wait a second. What did the idol do? It didn't just zap him and it magically go. Did it do like the apples before? Did it take years away instead? It did! Oh my gosh! The Order Party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. The young Duke, Gideon Bell, was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idol to decrease Gideon's youth by 88 years, thus making him 108, which resulted in his death. He was only 20 years old! Holy cow! And that was all done just because he cried, you said 10 times? I think he was just crying. That's one count of it. Oh my gosh. They straight up killed this kid because he was scared. No, I don't think that's why they did it. Hang on. I want to see something. The High Arbiter, that's Lazarus, rejected his quest that he shares the information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. And then you go back to this one. The High Arbiter has announced that in 2 months he will participate in a peaceful march to the king's current residence to demonstrate the virtue of moderation. He was planning on sneaking into where the king was. He didn't kill him because he cried 10 times. He cooked those books. He killed him because he was mad because he wouldn't answer his question to where the secret passage was. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's messed up. Dang. He's just planning on taking over the whole world at this point. Holy cow. Just because he has the idol and knows how to use it. Oh, man. All right, so the stakes are raising higher and higher. Not being in charge of a political party isn't enough. He is clearly going after the king. Holy cow. By the way, scratch paper, best friend for notes ever. This is so bad, though. I'm glad y'all don't have to read that handwriting. Oh, geez, though. All right, so that one wasn't awful. It was just a lot of math. Thank God my math was on point today, because otherwise we'd have been here forever. But yeah, no, things are definitely ramping up. And then looking on to the next one, I'm excited. I'm curious. I'm always curious. That's the same helmet that, that's the same Spartan helmet that, what was it, David Gorin had on in this one? And then you have a naked old man with a tattoo on his back, so he was part of the cult at first. Shooting? Okay, well, we will solve that mystery next time when we come back for some more Case of the Golden Idol, which will be very, very soon. I wanted to say thank you all so much for watching. If you're seeing points of the story that I'm missing, please tell me. I love the story. I love finding the story and uncovering it and making those connections. So that is absolutely fascinating. Please share. And if you're enjoying this, go ahead, leave us a like. It does help a small channel out a ton. But once again, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!